Square same Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zoom Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana katika kutanka kukuyapa neno channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchingwa gara waka subscribe, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi muri Zimbabwe takuigira inya buritswa na self-exiled former SANU-PF Politburo member Jonathan Moyo vabuda vachiaccusa the former finance minister Tendai Biti ne kuita a coward following announcement yavakapa vachitaura vachiti he was taking a break from politics muri Zimbabwe. Jonathan Moyo vakabuda vachiti opposition leaders Zimbabwe they ran away from my responsibilities muri Zimbabwe. Vakataura zvakare mushure mekunge the former CCC leader vanosonjamisa vakaquita the party muna January this year. Vachitaura vachiti party yavo yainge yainfiltratwa ne ZANU-PF muri Zimbabwe. Zvakare Fadzai Mahere pamwechete na Alan Rust Makam vakabva resign from the parliament a few days after vanosonjamisa vabuda mubato re-CCC. So Jonathan Moyo vakabuda vachiposta pa-X vachitaura vachiti BT is just like Nelson Chamisa, Fadzai Mahere and Makam avo vakabuda mubato re-Citizens Coalition for Change vachitiza my responsibilities muri Zimbabwe. Musingazoti munoona sei nyaya iyi akabuda Jonathan Moyo zvikanzi Tendai Biti, and Tendai Biti is cut from the same cloth. Only some 60 or so days after he boldly declared that he was the Citizens Coalition for Change vice president elected by that party's Congress and that he was going nowhere, he now says he is actually going somewhere after all by taking time out, taking a sabbatical to go to Washington DC of all places. Is he saying this at a time when he is in fact due to take over, something he accepted to do when he knew that at time that he was due to go to the US by this fall? A Citizens Coalition for Change acting president under the rotational agreement they agreed to as the leadership collective under the Gweru resolution. Effectively, like Chamisa, Mahere and Makam, BT is voting out. He is running away from leadership responsibilities. This makes sense for their mantra that they need new leaders. Those are about na Jonathan Moyo commenter on this issue. Yava Tendai Biti kuannounce kwa vaita kuti vakubuda mukati before Tendai Biti vakabuda zvishua vachitaura vachiti he was the vice president webato re-Citizens Coalition for Change. Vakataura vachiti he was going nowhere. Vakabuda vachiti he was not going to follow Nelson Chamisa. Ndofunga pakabuda zvakare nyaya yekuti they were going to rotate presidency na vaosmeng'uve na Madam Karenyi Kore. So now vabiti hanzi vakutiza responsibility vachienda ku Washington DC. Tisingazivi kuti munoona sei nyaya iyi muri Zimbabwe. Vabiti vakaannounce last week kuti he was going to step away from politics despite my area reports here indicate kuti he was expected to assume the role of CCC president muri Zimbabwe. Ndofunga Tendai Biti akabuda during an interview yaakaita ne HSTV. Akabuda ataura achiti everyone has a constitutional right of controlling his own affairs. At the present moment and time, as Tendai Biti, I've taken a time out in certain spaces and political spaces. I'm not sure of the meeting you are referring to. I'm not aware of the meeting that made me a rotational president. As an individual, I occupy spaces. I'm a lawyer. I am doing what I have been doing in the courts with my strategic litigations. I'm busy writing. I think we are going to produce a book before the end of the year on unpacking liberation movements and so forth. But as an individual, I am also entitled to rest, to have a sabbatical and so forth. So I am in that mode of complete I don't want to say isolation, complete time out if you like, but I still remain driven by the fact that we must have democratic change in Zimbabwe. Those Gabrashtarwa na Tendai Biti. Ndofunga there is a political analyst akabuda Hotlot Munzwe achitaura achiti ndofunga Tendai Biti akaona kuti akaramba ari muri CCC anokwanisa kudestroy his political careers, and the CCC haina a leader anokwanisa kuitungamirira. Zvinzi people need a leader ari solid akaita saNelson Chamisa. So Tendai Biti akaona kuti akaramba akabatirana nebato reCCC rana Shabangu naWashington Ncube anodestroy political career yake. Tisingazivi munoona sei nyaya iyi. Nzwai audio moba matuta zvamuri kufunga pamusoro penyaya iyi mucomment section.
Two things did come into my mind. The first one was that Biti is not a fool. He can see that the decision that they had made or allegedly made to continue with this other faction of the CCC was ill-fated because, as we had previously discussed, James, a lot of our politics here in Zimbabwe is personality-based. So if you do not have the support or your figurehead, the person at the forefront is not someone who is followed by the masses in Zimbabwe, you are doomed. We know that with the resignation of Nelson Chamisa a couple of months back, the CCC was left in disarray. So all those that decided to, somehow salvage whatever was left, they can now see that they will go nowhere without Nelson Chamisa. So I believe Tendai Biti has come to that realization that he risks destroying his political career, becoming irrelevant, so to speak, if he continues claiming to be one of the presidents of whatever CCC is left. So I think he decided to take a back seat. It's possible because what people say in public could be true, could be the real reason, and could be not so the complete story, so to speak. But we've known Tendai Biti from his activism days, and then from the onset of the MDC with Morgan Tsvangirai in 1999, he's been active in politics. If he wanted to write or whatever it is, there was nothing to stop him. He's been successfully running his legal practice all this time. So I don't think his political career would stop him from writing a book. I truly believe these leaders, with everything that has been happening after the August elections and Biti just before that, when he was somehow sidelined for a parliamentary seat, when he was not nominated to represent the CCC in the August 2023 elections, he might have come to a place where he says, okay, I just need, a sabbatical, but what is the motive? That he could just be saying, okay, for now, this is frustrating. This is just draining me emotionally, psychologically, and everything. I just need to take a back seat.